Hello and welcome everybody. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today you're going to see how I built the standing desk with help from my dad. This is my old desk. Drawers on the right, space for your legs on the left. This was a problem because you couldn't utilize the entire desk space if you were sitting, because your legs could only go in the left cavity where the legs are supposed to go. Rest of the desk space was just wasted. Right now you're busy seeing all my electronics on my desk. Lights, fans, radio, all the good stuff. All being powered by this power supply underneath my desk. That's one of my speakers. Really old speakers from Germany. 1970s I believe. My office chair is an old car seat converted into an office chair. Also a DIY project, which I unfortunately don't have any footage of, but it's really comfortable, and you'll see later on in the video why the adjustments it can make are so important to this project. This is going to be the main drive mechanism, the drill motor. 12 volt 2-speed drill motor, all being powered by this 320 watt gigabyte power supply. As we can see, the 12 volt rail for the CPU power can output 14 amps at 12 volts, so that's perfect to run the drill motor. As you can see, I've spliced the two cables together. This is to allow for more current output. In order to turn on one of these power supplies, you need to find the green cable and short it to any black cable, which is ground. You can do so by splicing the leads and shorting them together, or using a switch, like I did. We can see that the power supply is able to handle the drill motor no problem, because the power supply is able to start up an entire computer, run up hard drives, fans, all that sort of stuff. This one has got good torque, but as you're going to see later, it wasn't enough to lift the desk. So since brushed DC motors have a very high starting current, in order to get them started, it will trip the power supply if the power supply was running before you turn the motor on. But since the power supply is designed to turn an entire computer on in one go, connecting the motor to a power supply that's been turned off, turning it on would allow the power supply to run the motor without stalling or tripping. These are the switches I'm going to be using for the end product. All these cogs and bearings and chains and stuff we got from a local bearing distributor here in my hometown. We also got some draw rails, nuts, 12mm nuts, 5 meter long chain, 12mm thread bar, 1 meter long each, because that's all the hardware still had available. Bearings are 12mm, therefore the thread bar fits snugly in the hole. That way there shouldn't be any wobbling or sliding. Let's get started. point, we were starting to get the threaded bar to be attached to the cogs. Problem was, the cogs were 10mm and the threaded bar is 12mm. Two options. Either bore out the cogs to fit 12mm, but that would probably require a lathe and special machining equipment, which we do not have. So we decided the next best option, just shave off the threads on the bench grinder. Well, here's just a fit test to see what it's looking like so far, but here is the mechanism that we are using. Very similar, it's basically the same system that DIY Perks used for his monitor stand, but I wanted mine to be a bit more robust because mine's going to be holding an entire desk with everything on it, and I don't want it to bog down. So 4 screws, 4 threaded bars, there's heavy duty bearings. So this is going to be our chain guide. This is part of a base for a drill that I just chopped up because we realized we didn't have enough gears and the shops aren't going to be open. the nuts that come with these bolts, but you can see how much force I have to apply to get it to turn. Unbelievable.
Why don't you put something to... Maybe if you put oil...
It won't help because they've buggered up these
Or the thread.
trays, so buggered up. As you can see, the table is going down pretty decently, but you can probably hear the motor is straining a fair amount. Now that's just going down. On the way up it wouldn't even start. The motor just kept on tripping the power supply no matter what I did. So I had to do some modifications to get it to work properly. One of the modifications I did was add a ball bearing to the shaft to support the shaft coming out of the chuck, that way there's less strain on the gearbox. It also helps to keep the chain tighter, because without that ball bearing the cog keeps on getting mashed into the wood. You can see the wood being torn at the back there. But the chain still comes off of this cog over here and bumps into the wall over there, but teeth and bombs. Here's the new drill motor that I attached or added. I had to gut this other motor in order to accomplish this, but this way I get a lot more mechanical advantage, since this rotated like 2,500-3,000 RPM or something like that, and that rotates like maybe 5-10 RPM. A lot more torque that way. But this circuit board here, you can see, is attached to some white tube thing here. That is a fluorescent tube out of a flatbed scanner. That way I can watch the chain going up. It's attached to the power supply that runs the motor as well. So I just turn it on. There we go. So at night when I'm lowering the desk or lifting it, I can make sure that the chains don't bind, which it tends to happen when going up. But anyway, it's better now. But it's flippin' slow this way. Yo. Right, here we go. Main voyage. Slowly trying to go down. This table is not finished yet. The tabletop that it's got right now is not the permanent one. We're still gonna get one. This is just what we had on hand. But for the most part, it's done, except for the tabletop. Well, it appears we have reached the end of our video. Oh, sorry. Sorry, mate. I hope you have enjoyed. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.